Hey guys, today we're going to be working on lesson 4 in our new chapter, subtracting from a 2-digit number. Okay, so please open up to 241 in your workbook to follow along. Okay, so it says Jack saw 34 crabs on the beach. It says use base 10 blocks to show that number. Okay, so remember base 10 blocks are our sticks for 10 and cubes for 1, just like we've been working with. So it said 34. Okay, so 34 has 3 10s. Okay, and 4 1s. So that's 34. Okay, then it says 8 crabs ran into the water. It says regroup and take away that many blocks. Remember, if we don't have enough 1s, which in this case we don't have 8 1s, we have to regroup at 10. So exit out that 10, X out that 10, and bring it over and make it 10 1s. Ooh, all right. And then we're going to take away 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then it says, write how many crabs were left on the beach. So we took away a 10. So we have 2 10s left, which is 20. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1s left. So then our answer is 26. Okay, so this is what we worked on in our previous lessons, previous practice, is that regrouping that 10 to make 10 1s. Now, just like with our addition, when we did the same thing with pictures and then learned how to carry our 1, we're going to learn how to regroup that 10 in our standard algorithm, okay, which is just the normal way of setting it up. Okay, so we want to find 34 minus 6. Step 1, show 34. Can you subtract 6 1s? Okay, so they had us draw the picture, 34, just like we did on the other page. And can we subtract 6 1s? No, so we need to regroup. So it says regroup 110 as 10 1s, just like we did in the picture. Okay, and it says then we have 4 1s and 10 1s is 14 1s. So just like in our picture, they took that stick, made it 10 1s, and so then we had 14 to take away from that 6. Now, how do you do that with the actual numbers? As you can see here, they crossed out the 3 and made it a 2. They took one of those 10s, so it became 1 less, and added that 10 to that 4. So they're doing the same thing that they did in the picture, they're just using numbers. So now, instead of 14 cubes to take away 6, we're saying 14, just the number 14, take away that 6. Okay, and a helpful hint is to cross out each number as you regroup it to keep track of where you are. Okay, so see how they cross out the 3 to write a 2, and they cross out the 4 to make it that 14. All right, then the next step, step 3, is to subtract the 1. So now we have 14 minus 6, which if you cross them out in the picture is 8. Okay, and then subtract the 10s. 2, take away nothing because there's nothing in that space, is 2, so our answer is 28. Okay? So you're writing the same thing with the numbers as you did with the pictures, the same exact thing. Okay? So it says, use workmat 6, which is that workmat in the back that has the 10s and 1s, and base 10 blocks to subtract. Okay? So you can use that mat or you can use your dry erase board if that works for you. Remember, whatever is best. Okay? So I'm just going to use this space because we have this space here. So we want to figure out 23 minus 5. Okay, remember, step 1 is to figure out if we can take away, well, we've shown it because they gave us the picture in this case, and to see if you can take away the 1. So if I have 3 1s, I can't take away 5, so I have to regroup. So as you can see in the picture, they did take a stick already for us and make it to 10 1s. Okay, so all that, how do I show that in the numbers? I cross out that 2, and it becomes a 1 because it's 1 less. As you can see, if I, really just made it clear that that one is broken up, you can see that there's just 1 10 left, so there's 1. And then I add 10 to the 1s, see, because we made a group of 10s. If you needed to count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This became 13 because we added 10 to it. And so now it's 13, and as you can see, they crossed out there. 13 minus 5, which is 8. And then 1 minus nothing, because there's nothing there, is 1. So our answer is 18. Okay, so if we had crossed out the 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have seen that there was 8 left. Excuse me. All right, let's try another one. 58 minus 4. Okay, first step, look at the ones. 8 minus 4. Can I do that? Yeah, I don't have to regroup because I have enough to take away 4. So it becomes 8 minus 4 is 4. 5 minus nothing is 5. Okay, so that one we didn't have to regroup. You could have just taken away the 4. Okay, and then you saw that you had 54 left. Okay, so you did not need to regroup for that one, so you did not need to use the boxes. Okay, just like I said with the addition, don't let yourself get regroup happy. Don't just because you see those boxes that they give you if you need them, just assume that you need to do that. Okay? All right, so the talk math is how do you regroup 1 10? So how do you regroup a 10 is you break down the stick into 10 ones. So you break that stick into its 10 individual pieces, and it goes backwards. So it goes to the ones place. Let's try a few more of these because this is, I think once you get the hang of it, you'll be fine, but it is something that can be a little trickier. Okay? All right, so for this one, we have 34 minus 7. Okay, I'm just going to draw on the margins here, right over here to show this. But like I said, you can use your work mat in the back of your book or your whiteboard if you feel like you need the pictures. Okay, so we have 34. Okay, now starting with my ones place, if I have 4 minus 7, I can't do that. I don't have enough in 4 to take away 7, so I'm going to have to break up one of my 10s and make it into 10 individual ones. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I do have enough. Cross out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's how I did it in a picture form. Now this is how I would have done it with just the numbers. Okay, if I didn't have enough of the 4, I would have taken 1 10 from the 3, so it would become a 2, and added 10 to this, so it would have become 14. 14 minus 7 is a doubles fact, so know that fact family. So it's 7 left. 2 minus nothing is 2, so you have 27. See? So continue to use the picture if you feel like you need it, and then start to work without the picture if you don't need it. So for example, in this one, we have 3 minus 3. We can do that without regrouping. 3 minus 3 is 0. And then 7 minus nothing is 7. So I did not need these boxes. Okay? So like I said, don't get regroup happy. All right, same with this one, 59 minus 4. Start with your ones place, 9 minus 4. Don't need to regroup or anything for that. 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 minus nothing is 5. Okay? So I want you to finish these independent practice page. As you can see, kind of they wean you off, which means slowly take you away from using the 10s and 1s frame. Then they give you the lines still, and then they don't for these other couple. Okay, it doesn't change anything about these. It's just they're trying to get you more used to just that setup. Okay, so work through these. Work through these problem sums. You'll have to set up the problems. Think about rewriting. And then, of course, do your homework where they give you the same thing. They give you a little regroup. They give you those 10s and 1s at first. If you need to draw the pictures on a separate piece of paper. Draw them off to the side, whatever you need to do. Then they give you just the lines. And then they get away from that. And then, of course, you have your brain builders. I believe in you guys. Really think about what you're doing, thinking about that regrouping, thinking about breaking down that 10, adding it back. Okay, this is going to be something we're going to work with a few times because it is a little trickier. So just do your best as always and give it a good hard try, right? Have a great rest of your day, friends.